This is the welcome video and orientation for BCIS 1305 for Summer 2 2014. We will be using D2L, Desire to Learn, Learning Management System. So when you log in, you should see a screen similar to this once you've chosen your course. The first thing you always want to pay attention to is the news, which is replacing the announcements in the old eCampus. I will post news at least once a week, if not more, during the summer session, so be sure you log in every day or every other day to check any news items and reminders. These are usually important reminders that I will put in on the news page. To get into your course, the actual course itself, you'll want to go to Content. Most everything of importance is on the left side. This is how you get to where you need to do your work. The first thing you'll want to read is the overview. I do have my instructor bio, pretty short one here. More information can be found on my website, and there's a link to it on this page. The course description for this course, it will change a little bit in the fall, so this is the last time that we'll use this exact course description. It is the introduction to the use of computers, so you will do some data processing and just basic computer things, and then most of the emphasis in the course is on the Microsoft Office 365 package, or 2013 as it's called. It's word processing, spreadsheets, database, and presentation software, PowerPoint. Here are your course learning outcomes, what you can expect to learn in the course, and some important links that you need to be aware of for the course. I have a few bookmarks here. And then go to the table of contents, and this will show you everything in the course all at once. You may want to go to the syllabus first and download or print. I have the entire syllabus here, and then I also have the schedule here. This is a very fast-paced course since it is the summer session in only about 4 weeks. Although it says 5 weeks, it's really closer to 4 weeks. This one is a downloadable, printable schedule, which is the primary thing on the syllabus that you should be interested in. Most everything else in the syllabus is pretty much the norm for courses. Not sure why it's taking so long to load. There we go. Okay, so the first thing you'll need to do, according to this, by 7-9, which doesn't give you much time, is post an introduction to yourself, post to the syllabus discussion, and then be sure that you have purchased your textbook. The best place to purchase it is from our bookstore. You'll have a PIN code so that you can get logged into SAM. SAM is our training software and very important to this course. With your textbook, because it's not just a textbook in this course, you will have a textbook, you'll have the PIN code to get into SAM, you will also have some access to some videos that may be helpful to you, as well as an Office 365 trial version of the software. So be sure that you do purchase the textbook. If you just purchase the textbook, if you go to Amazon or somewhere like that, you will have to purchase the PIN code separate. You can do that at sam.cengage.com, and I've got those instructions elsewhere in here, but it will be it'll end up costing you probably more than if you just bought the whole bundle in the bookstore. Then by 7-13, you'll notice that about every 4 days there are due dates, so be sure you keep up with those. You will start with Module 1, which is Essential Computer Concepts, Windows, and Internet Basics, and there are a few assignments in there. Then Module 2, which is Word, is due on 7-17. Module 3, Excel, is due on 7-24, and both Word and Excel have 4 tutorials or chapters. our book is known based on tutorials, which are the same thing as chapters. And then Module 4 Access, which only has 2 chapters, and Module 5 PowerPoint, which only has 2 chapters or tutorials. Then you have a short capstone assignment that is due, and a final exam will be on August the 5th. Up here you have your cookies or crumbs, we know them as. You can go back, and here's your entire course syllabus. Be sure that you have read that. There is an assignment you'll find in a minute. Can't view it because it's before the course started. Trying to get out of that is sometimes tricky. There we go. Got to be fast. There we go. Okay, so to get started, click on Getting Started. Be sure you've read this. I don't put a lot of writing in here, but what I do put is important, so be sure that you read this. I also have been very explicit about explaining the points so that you know what is for some points, and to be sure and get those items accomplished. So the very first thing that you're going to do, of course, is purchase your textbook. I've given you some more information about that here. Then you have a course to syllabus discussion. This is a good time to ask for clarification if you have any questions, and it's also required so that I know that you've read the syllabus. Then you need to introduce yourself to the class. If you click on that, you'll find my picture and my introduction. Just a couple of things. I recently retired from Blinn as the Division Chair for Business, and I will be teaching online for a couple of schools. And I live on a lake. I've moved to Lake Livingston with my husband, who is already retired, and we live there with our 2 schnauzers. So take a moment to read that. That'll give you an idea as to what I expect in your introduction, a little about yourself, what your goals are for this class, your career goals, anything that you feel like you want to tell us. And that is the Getting Started. Some important items. I am your first point of contact. If you have any questions, technical or otherwise, email me or call me first. I usually am very fast at answering questions, usually within a few hours, but definitely within 24 hours. If you haven't heard from me within 24 hours, you need to email me again because something has happened with the email. Items that need to be graded will be graded within 1 week of the due date, usually much quicker. Most of the time I try to stay on top of it during the same day. Okay, Module 1 Concepts, then you would begin there. And be sure and read your learning outcomes for that module. And I have everything as a study plan. So read the Essential Concepts chapter, at least skim through it, review the PowerPoint, and then participate in the discussion, which is worth 10 points. B would be exploring the basics of Windows, again your outcomes, your study plan, what you actually need to do. This is your action item, and the actual assignment for that part of the course. The same thing with Internet Basics, and then you'll have a concept exam for that module. Each module has a concept exam. Basically, each of your modules work the same way. For each one of them, you will have a study plan, what you need to do in order to accomplish your goals, how to get there, and then finally, what you'll be graded on for that study plan. There are also tabs up here where you can go and see your progress. Any resources, assignments can be accessed through there as well. It's best though probably to access them on the left side of the course. Please be sure to ask me any questions. If you have questions, I'm more than happy to help you. That's what I'm here for. We can use Google Hangouts, which is a pretty good tool to meet online. There are other methods of meeting online, but just let me know if we need to have a meeting. End of this video.